Bryce, wait for me.
What are you doing?
Hello, I'd like to call the Slave Traders Unit. Yeah. Oh, never mind. This is David's phone. Okay, bye.
Give me a drink of this.
Did you get him?
No. What are you doing? Nope.
What are you doing? This is Austin! Go do cat! Austin, what are you doing? Oh my god, yes!
Susan, he gave us some Laffy Taffy.
You're such a...
I'm Austin Reardon, and we're going to talk about sex trafficking with Mr. Bushman. So today, what if a girl walked up to you like Kaylee and just said, "You want to have sex for $20?
No, thank you.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Why is that? Why would you say that?
It's not right.
Why do you believe not right? Are you Christian, and that's why? Or is there other beliefs?
Exactly what you just said, sir.
You probably couldn't understand me.
Who are you?
I'm Austin Reardon from Newscast 99.
You want to go get some lunch?
So how do you feel about the human trafficking business in Las Vegas?
I'm gonna have to, I'm pretty against it. I don't think it's right in any way at all. I don't see any benefit of it.
Liar.
All I see is negative effects on it. So the faster it disappears, the better.
That's good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
It's very sad that some people feel they have to do that. And there are people who feel they have to do that in order to make a go of it. It's a sad state of affairs.
Mrs. Merck, did you know that there is a large number of females being brought into China for human trafficking?
Yes, I do. And do you know that that's because they've had so many years of singling out the females as useless, put them on the side of the road to die, eliminating the female population, that it's so highly male versus female that they don't have enough females. And so now the males are requesting females to be brought in. And one of the big places is Sri Lanka is giving up their children for there.
Yes.
Thank you, Mrs. Merck. Mr. Cave, what would you say are the causes or motives behind abuses such as prostitution and slavery?
I would have to go with the idea that most people do bad things for some reason, such as financial gain. So I think that women who are involved with prostitution are probably in a position where they have to earn money to get by. I think human trafficking, slavery were also largely driven by economics, even past the point where people realized or understood that they're immoral. If there's a financial gain or a survival aspect, they're going to continue to do it.
Human trafficking is terrible because every human being has a soul and every human being should be respected. And no one should expect children or women or anybody else to be working on others.
The church and slavery.
Yes.
Okay, the church's official teaching was that people are not property. That every person is endowed with a soul and the image and likeness of God. Now, at times maybe they didn't speak out against the slave trade as they ought to have, and but the popes really were the first people to publicly write something against the ill treatment of slaves. Okay, so that was a starting place at least. Okay, and then next came the whole thing about not selling or buying slaves as property or as possessions, but see them as people. And the Catholic colonies, when the Portuguese or the Spanish were trading slaves, yes, they were Catholic countries, but just because you're Catholic, are you going to follow the laws of the church, of every law of the church? No. The Pope could still tell them, don't trade, but that doesn't mean they're going to stop. The Pope says many things and people don't listen. So the church did deal with it very early.
Human trafficking, slavery, prostitution, that just shows you how low mankind can get. It's an awful.
Best answer! Low.
That they've stooped that low.
Lower than Mr.
Kelvin, how do you feel about human trafficking?
We have
He just
laughs. He likes it.
What do you mean no comment? What do you feel? How do you feel about human trafficking?
Stop.
Oh yeah, why?
Why are you smiling
Well,
right now?
Kelvin,
I'm camera shy.
Kelvin, maybe I like human trafficking.
Megan, tell us about the inside industry because I know you're inside.
Wait, the what?
The industry inside, and don't say.
I can't understand you.
You can understand me very well. You're just avoiding the question.
What's that?
The industry? Well, I'm not involved in the industry,
Oh,
Austin.
I'm sure.
I'm not.
This is Austin Reed and Megan's
Mr.
fault.
Winquist, I thought they were better.
Okay, you put.
Would you like to be interviewed?
No, I don't.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
It's about human sex trafficking.
For what?
Human sex
It's
trafficking.
called human trafficking, not human sex trafficking.
It's the same thing.
No, why do I care?
Want to talk about slaves?
No.
Question first.
Mr. Winquist, what do you feel about slavery?
It's bad.
Slavery is still present in our world today.
Well, there's still human trafficking all over the world.
Mr. D,
Yes,
do
Kaylee
you
Mitch.
feel
Hi, how are you?
do you feel that there are any positive effects of human trafficking?
Well, obviously, it's a very, very horrible, horrible thing to traffic in the human trade. But I suspect it's possible that some individuals, a small, tiny percentage of people who have been taken out of very unfortunate situations, say, and brought to a place where there were better opportunities, may actually, a small percentage, be grateful for the opportunities they were presented. Say you lived in the slums of some Russian, town up in Siberia.
It's not just in Russia, though.
No.
It's in the United States.
Well, let's just say though, and somebody says, let's buy this young man or woman and move them to Berlin, and then bells go off, and they make a lot of money. They go to the university, they get an education, and their life becomes better. Remember, in all things, God works for
Austin
Reardon. It's on right now.
Want to go run down the hall with me? Okay, this is the intro, and I gotta run down the hall and I'll follow you, okay?
What? I have to run down the hall?
Yeah, go.
But I have my laptop.
Run.
What do you guys think about, ask these people really quick, what do you think about human trafficking? Prostitutes?
Sex.
Good or bad? Would you ever be a prostitute?
Shelly is a prostitute.
Shelly is a prostitute.
Let's go.
Thanks, Kaylee. Introduce us and there's no people left. Where are you going now?
I don't know. Going home.
And we're out. We're out. And we're out. Now you shut it off. Shut it off.
This is Austin Reardon signing off.
burning up.
Are you still recording?